Okay, welcome back to Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. We are doing well with Mangg here. He is doing all right. Look at these stats at this point thanks to his skills. 13 strength, 13 dex, 14 intelligence, 12 perception. Pretty good. We've got basic archer's form. We've got 4 archery, 4 marksmanship, 6 fabrication, 4 food handling, 4 tailoring, 3 survival. He's doing okay. He's doing okay. You will notice I got mechanics up to 1. And the way that I did it was by going out there here to these cars, and you can actually remove the batteries of cars with mechanics 0 as long as you have like pliers. You can then put that battery back in the car and do that over and over until you get to mechanics 1. Which is kind of funny because it's like, oh, well, I unplugged and replugged in this battery 6 times. Now I know how to disassemble a seatbelt. But that's the way it is since this book change. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like if I did another recorded playthrough or maybe just for my own purposes, I might switch back to stable or at least give stable a try instead of the experimental version of the game. Not specifically because of stuff like that, but more because, I don't know, there seems to be a lot of like performance issues. I'll often get like lag where it will just totally freeze up for like 8 seconds before continuing. So I don't know if that is, I don't know what the issue is with that. The other thing that I thought was kind of interesting was a different, like a fork of Dark Days Ahead. So like a different version of Dark Days Ahead called Bright Nights. And Bright Nights is all about both enhancing sort of the sci-fi aspects of Cataclysm, but also cutting down on some of like the tedium, cutting out some of the realism just for the quality of life stuff. Such as removing obesity mechanics, taking longer to actually die of starvation, making buffs and crossbows better, buffing drugs so they're not just shit, doing some other things that I'm not even familiar with in the game that apparently people like, making them better or easier or nicer. Some quality of life stuff with crafting and butchering to use some better things. Yeah, I mean, overall, a lot of people seem to like Bright Nights. So maybe I'll have to give that a try sometime as well. But, yeah, anyways. Moving forward. Let's see, what do I have equipped? My baton. So let's collapse the baton. Put on the bow. I have 18 arrows ready to rock and roll. There's a Shriekling near me that we can kill. And this Dissoluted Devourer. Human bodies fused together into a colossus with heads and limbs sticking out of its bloated body. You may have trouble estimating its healthiness, and its capabilities might change. It is large. So that's fun. We also have a webbed zombie. Clad in swimwear. Hands and feet are heavily webbed. That doesn't sound too vicious. But there's a lot of special zombies now, because we've spent a lot of time just mucking about. Ideally, I think we want to take on this Shriekling. And just pull that away so it doesn't shriek all over the place. Okay, well now we got the Dissoluted Zombie and the Shriekling. Alright, good. Got the Shriekling. Let's see about this Disilluted Devourer. Okay, it dropped us, so let's smash the Shriekling. I did, okay, it's on us again. I did, just, while I was messing about, I did start up a few other games, just doing, like, random character. And just sort of knowing that I'm not going to survive long or anything, but just to, like, learn some other play styles and learn what you might do if you didn't have a nice start with a pocket knife and all this stuff. Yeah, so a couple characters just started basically naked and, out in the wilderness. They didn't survive more than a day. It's pretty tricky out there. It's pretty tricky. There's a lot of nasty stuff that wants you dead. I learned some stuff. It was overall, you know, fun little experience, but the evacuee start is very nice. Alright, let's not underestimate this thing, because it could suddenly become much faster. Right. I mean, it says it's full health, but we don't know how much health it has. I'm hoping for a crit. It's not so tough that we're not killing it, but I'm also almost out of stamina. So, I think at this point we might have to go into melee. It's grabbed us. Break the grab. Extend the baton. Hold on. We did 10 damage. He hit our head. We crit him for 32 damage. He hit our torso. So far, he hasn't caused any blood loss. 9 damage. 8 damage. He's grabbed us and hit our torso. Let's try and break the grab. Okay. Doing a lot of damage, and he is starting to damage our torso good. We're critting him over and over. Another crit. Okay, he actually backed off. He just gained some health back. Alright, now he went straight for my eyes. He clawed my eyes. So now I'm blinded and I'm bleeding. I can't see anything. That's pretty bad. Yeah, that's pretty bad. There we go. Okay. Part of the issue was I took off my SWAT armor. And that's because of the weather. It's heating up, and the SWAT armor is actually very hot. 35 warmth to your, like, torso, arms, and legs. So it's quite a bit. But that guy, that was fucking tough. That was no joke. Because look, it's like 5 people, like, melded together. Yeah. Okay. I don't know if I'd really want a harmonica, but there you go. Okay, so let's see here. We've got a makeshift bandage. I mean, we can do better than this once we head back, but I don't think I'm in such poor condition. We'll pop some aspirin to deal with the pain, and we'll grab this. That was tougher. That was probably the toughest thing we've fought so far. But we handled it. So with all these things, we probably should put on the SWAT armor. Oh, I also made a large quiver that can hold up to 60 arrows, although I didn't actually make more arrows yet. Just kind of some other bullshit zombies. I'm not too worried about the webbed one. Bring it on. Come on in. Come on in. There you go. There we go. Fire. 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 Dead. Thank you. A wetsuit. Plenty of fucking bullet casings here. Jesus. We have a fire truck. Oh, we could drive the fire truck around and crash and die. Wouldn't that be great? Oh, we have a zombie dog. Dead. And I pulped it instantly. I love that. Loved it. Oh, shit. There's a... I'm not even paying attention. I'm just getting so cocky. Okay. Good, 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 good. Got another zombie over here. It's coming our way. We'll just wait it out. You gonna crash through the car? No, okay, good. Hey, thank you for landing right next to me. Okay, cigarettes I don't need. Good, good, good. We got a zombie, a firefighter zombie, and a tough zombie. That's right, we're getting close to the fire station. We're getting to the heart of town where it's going to be just an absolute shit show. So I searched this house, I'm pretty sure. I don't think I searched this house. But we probably have to, yeah, we're gonna have to go up here. Oh, that sawbones with the ossified tissue. Yeah, we might have trouble with that one. Yeah, I don't want to search that house and going over there just yet. Let's go up this street still. Got zombie dogs. Zombie dog, but you can see I'm warm. And the heat is slowing me down by 4%. So, you know. I mean, it's generally, I suppose, worth it for the extra protection. But you want to watch it? I didn't tell you, but I did go to some effort to try and cut down on heat otherwise by making a sleeveless tunic to cut down on like arm temperature, and I switched over to jeans, light gloves, you know. Summer's coming. Temperature's going to become sort of a big issue, so we want to watch out. Got 2 zombies coming in. The other one lost me, maybe got stuck. Oh man, nice crit. That wasn't even a headshot for 100. Very nice. Also, I discovered in one of those other playthroughs that disassembling bras for wire is probably one of the dumbest, least efficient things you can do in the entire game. Because, here, I'll show you. I don't know if I can do it with this bow. pull out my baton. Oh shit. But there you go. There's 8 wires right there. There you go. So yeah. And look how much of that fence is around here. I mean, there's like probably hundreds of wire freely available for me to just smash apart. So yeah, don't disassemble bras for that. Anywho. Well, now that we have wires, I guess I could... Can I make a lockpick right here? Do I... Oh, I could. It takes 9 minutes. There we go. There's another lockpick. So where did I have the locked doors that I was... Was that in here? Was there some other ones? Okay, this one's locked. Let's turn on our cell phone and activate the improv. This one is... Oh, I left the other one on the ground. Okay, there, we broke that one. But we have the silver hairpin. Ooh, devices had increased to 2. We're getting better. I mean, it's just, you know, it's more skills to learn. Okay, let's go grab the other one. So, yeah, calories. You really have to consume a pretty absurd number of calories to keep going. But in one of the other playthroughs, I found, like, a fishing cabin. It was like a cabin next to a river. And I made a fishing pole and spent some time fishing, and like you get like I got 1 trout, which gave me like 13 chunks of meat, and that is just like, I mean, it doesn't last that long without like preservation and stuff, but if you catch 1 fish a day, you're golden, you know. It's a lot of food. It's a lot of calories. Yeah, I mean, I don't think we're gonna get it open, but I'm surprised you need this much device skill just to pick open a door. Okay, we could go make another one and keep doing this. My device skills is 29% through. I've got no food on me, but there's a kitchen right here. We could eat some beer. Is that all you got? You get some beer and some bleach. Surprised. Let's check the other kitchen. Cranberry juice. Pudding. Yes. Let's drink some cranberry juice. Why is that not -1 joy? What's wrong with cranberry juice? Fine, eat the gelatin dessert. And, well, we're slaked now, so we'll skip the ale. Alright, let me go make another lockpick. And this is just, you know, what you can do. When it's relatively peaceful, you can just chill out and pick apart the town to level up all your shit. Pick apart the town, get it? Get it, because I'm picking locks. Oh, we finally got it. What do we got? 2 copper lockets, dress shirt, gold ring, a leather corset, and yeah. Okay, I mean, it wasn't really worth it, but there's more of the fact that we got our devices skill up. A lot of stuff for winter. I mean, you know, winter you can really just bulk up, go ham. But summer, it's more about staying cool. I think there was another locked door in here. Yes, yes. Okay. 54% though. Yeah, I won't buy. I mean, I can do that on my own time. That's not particularly interesting. Let's continue on. See, now heat slowdown is 10%. Because it really stacks up. So let's take off our SWAT armor again just to cool down a bit. Zombie child. I will slay every child in this city if I have to. There we go. Well, it's just classic, you know, aggro mechanics. I love it. One at a time. Dead and dead. A purity ring. Oh. Not so pure anymore, are you? We got a feral human up there. Is this our first feral human? Think so. They're not zombies. They've just gone insane and zombies ignore them. And they throw rocks at you. But I will throw arrows at them with a bow. We're just trying to, thank you, snag something. Yeah, dogs are pretty quick. Not quick enough. And I didn't show you this. I did this a while back when I was like practicing my archery, but the reason that I'm just picking up these arrows automatically is because there is auto pickup in the game that you can just set up per item that you just want to automatically grab under any sort of situation. So yeah, of course I set that up for arrows, and that's great. Some people I was reading, they have auto pickup items of like, they have auto pickup lists of like 200 items that they will just always grab, and they'll just sweep through you know, houses and stuff, and they'll just like vacuum it all up. Because especially they'll take around like carts with them and stuff, like shopping carts. And then you just take that around and you just store just a whole bunch of shit in there. And so yeah, I guess it makes sense. It's faster. People get very productive. We got a zombie. I'm doing everything pretty slowly here. Probably to your annoyance. But we're, you know, screw it. What works for me works for me. We got a fatty coming in. Dead. Thank you for the arrows. Continuing on. Yeah, it takes a while to level up your archery skill. Killing pretty much every single thing with arrows. Ooh, tough zombie. Tough boy. Okay, just catch my breath. Take these. Crack pipe. I don't know, man. I don't know. And some crack. We wanted to get some crack cocaine in our system. You know, you can have a character start with a crack addiction. And I get that. I mean, it's like a challenge. That seems, you know, like something you could do. But I don't know why ever you would have a non-addicted character to start smoking crack. That doesn't seem super beneficial in an apocalypse where you don't know where your next crack hit is going to come from. There's a lot of zombies up there and stuff. taking it piece by piece, very slowly, step by step. I probably could take on 2, maybe 3 if they're just regular zombies. Feral humans, I can't imagine they're super tough. But just step by step. What I'm looking for, if I never pointed it out, is this exclamation point. That's basically shows you that they're aware of you. The crow is always aware of me, of course, but these other, when the enemies are aware of you, they will charge you. This is getting risky. Just too many things that could see me simultaneously there. Oh, crit him. One shot. Beautiful. Lost the arrow in the process. We're down to 12. But this is like... yeah, we're coming up on the main street, so this is a lot to clear out. We could have added in this building instead. Okay, it's just signs that say DDA for some reason. This was a museum? An art gallery? Or... not sure. Not much useful stuff here. We can head to the second floor. We got some more cookies. Chardonnay. Ooh. Could make Molotov cocktails, gasoline lantern, acid bomb. Acid bomb out of... oh, the bottle, I suppose, yeah. Seasoned salt. Grab that. Hell yeah. Vermouth. Vermouth and some potato chips. Let's grab some vermouth. We might be able to cook with it. Pepper, yes. And coffee, yes. Pepper and coffee. Chocolate-covered coffee beans. Huh. We can eat those. Yeah, we can probably take them. They last a while. Pinot Noir and some brownies. Can't imagine the brownies are going to last too long. Well, they last 3 weeks. They're spoiling in 3 days. We could take them, I guess. Do you want to unload them out of these boxes, though? Yeah, okay. And we could hop over to the next roof if we wanted to be a little spicy. But let's play things safe. Safe and boring. Okay. What about let's see here. This house I've not... this looks like a duplex or something. With a locked door that we could lock pick. Or there's just an open window, which is generally a lot easier. Electric hair trimmer, aspirin, multivitamins, blah blah blah. Cotton balls, soap, floss, aspirin. Boon. Bunch of drinks, rotten mayonnaise. Ammonia, dish towels, coffee... coffee maker? No coffee. Coffee powder. Yes. Atomic coffee pot. Let's take the coffee maker and the coffee powder. You know, I don't know if our character here is a coffee drinker. You know, I'm not personally super into, like, regular coffee. I drink, like, a sort of a cappuccino K-cup kind of thing every morning. I like that, but it's really more hot chocolate than anything. Let's eat some yogurt. Eat some bacon. I mean, I'm not even satisfied yet, so... Beyond that, I don't think we want to eat any other raw food. Grab the long string, that's always useful. An electric blanket. The most comfortable thing on Earth. Chews through batteries insanely quickly. Yeah, I could see that. And I don't have like a solar panel or... yeah, anyways. Moving on. You know, if you get like an RV that you can just park somewhere with a solar panel hooked up to it and stuff, I mean, you really have got like your own grid. Yep, toilet paper. Yeah, a lot of nonsense here. Sugar, candied honey. Won't spoil and is good for your digestion, huh? More coffee powder. I mean, that's the thing. It's like, how much do I really want to drag back near to my base when this is all just gonna sit here? And I don't have any way of preserving it anyways. Just a lot of clothes, you know? There's a lot of clothes in civilization. How much does one man need? A solar cell. But I don't know what the hell you do with a solar cell. Apparently, if we get our applied science skill up to 3, we can make duct tape. But I don't know how you get your applied science skill up to 3. Shall we look? Shall we look at what the skill training encyclopedia says? Let's see. No. Doesn't even list it. Does not even list it. Must be relatively new. Okay, let me see here. P applied science. Soapy water, makeshift antiseptic. Oh, if I just sit here and make a bunch of soapy water, I'll figure it out. Or if we make rock salt, if we make salt, I mean, I could just sit here and make a whole bunch of soapy water. Yeah, I'll pour it out on the ground. It's just so I can learn how to combine soap and water. There you go. How did that help our skill? 54%. Pretty funny. A glow stick. Sure. Alright, that's it. Upstairs. Oh, this is the apartment building. Forgot. There could be trouble in here. I'm actually gonna whip out the baton in case we just bump into some brute. Not an actual brute, but a zombie. A zombie. It's hopefully not a zombie brute. Oh, trap and field. Excellent. Oh, that's for shotguns, not for trapping. But still. More books never hurt. Who the fuck designed this bathroom? Jesus Christ. You just open the door and the toilet's facing you. You have to climb over it to get to the shower. My god. Codeine, saline eye drops. No, we want saline solution. That's salt. We can get salt by just getting salt water and boiling it off, I think. So it's... I think you can do that. Fire extinguisher, you know, basic kitchen stuff. We could eat some more of their yogurt. And their bacon. Maybe I could actually make... I can make candied honey calamaxo out of vermouth and cola. Okay. Otherwise, no. Hoping to, like, maybe combine some of this into food, but otherwise we can just eat cheese. Just eat a bunch of cheese. There, we're satisfied. Uh, 200 units of copper wire. Yes, I will take that. A cast iron pot. That's pretty big. Can't really handle that unless I drop some stuff. And I don't know if I need a cast iron pot. We have a locked door. Metal tongs. Hey, we were looking for those. Perfect. Yeah, and I'm just sort of speeding through here. Can always come back on my own. Just looking for anything that's like, wow, that looks different. But... yeah. I don't think I really want to drink. Oh, we could drink some of this coffee I found. Nice. Alright, do we want to try and lockpick this? I don't have a lockpick, I don't think. No. So just smash it. It'll get their attention real fast. So many clothes, you just sit here and get leather and cotton for days and days and days. What is that? Oh, that's a scale. Right. Anti-parasitic drugs, more aspirins, blah blah blah. Alright. Continuing up. The roof. And here we have plenty of air conditioning units. Small electric motors. Refrigerant tanks. Bimetal thermostats, chunks of steel. Oh, I actually needed chunks of steel. This would be good. Metal butchering rack, huh? Butchering rack. That's not what I wanted, though. Not even in there. You sure? Oh, metal butchering rack. There you go. Look at all that stuff. Yeah. That's a lot of stuff. I mean, smoking is cool. I actually built a smoking rack, though. You haven't seen it, but it exists. There's a lot of stuff, though. This is actually all pretty useful. We're gonna have to remember this. Let's make a note. Let's make a note here, and we'll say roof equal metal and coolant. There we go. And that way we'll remember. There's also some satellite dishes here. but I can't... I can smash it to get some more copper wire, plastic, scrap metal. But yeah, otherwise, I'll be back here. Okay, with that done, let's collapse our baton, put on the bow, keep going. So much shit. Acidic zombie. Now that one's a little trickier. Sickly looking dead one. Its skin looks especially thin with a sticky yellow fluid flowing through the clearly visible veins. I think this spits acid at you, actually. If I recall from one of my earlier playthroughs. I did kill it, but it hurts. It burns. It burns the flesh. A boomer zombie. Bloated beyond belief, layered in rolls of fat. Emits a horrible odor and a putrid pink sludge dribbles from its mouth. There's a lot of special... Look at that. 2 feral humans, 2 zombies, a boomer, a fat zombie, a tough zombie, a acidic zombie, a brainless zombie. It's a lot of shit. Oh wait, did something see me? Oh, a zombie saw me. Good. Good, good, good. Can handle that. Nice. Both my arrows back. Alright, I might want to curve over to the left. Seems to be less exciting things over there. Maybe grab a feral human. Got a feral. No, no, thank you. So he smashed a rock into my chest for 6 damage. That's a bummer. That shit hurts, man. But, yeah, they're not especially durable, so that's good. Oh yeah, if we bring a shovel here, I think we can dig up all these graves. And there could be some very juicy things in the graves. You wouldn't think there'd be much, but I saw one guy posted that he got a katana out of a grave. So that's cool. Paper wrapper, 12 marbles. Who's throwing away marbles? Through the lens. Backpacking wilderness photography. Survival craft. Nice. Got locked doors, but an open window. And a brainless zombie over here that I can teach a lesson to. Is this that same one? Dead. Give me my arrows. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, nice. Hip flask full of Canadian whiskey. Alright, so... yeah, give me the 2 arrows, and now we're at 20... oh, we can hold 60, though. What the hell am I thinking? Okay, good, good, good. Let's go check out the window here. Smash it, rose bush. A large quiver just sitting right here. God damn it. And we got a King James Bible, but it's just for fun. You can't learn anything from it. What a commentary. A soldering iron, but we have one. A locked door. There's another open window, though. I could smash it, but, you know. Could be caught in a situation there I'm not happy with. Thriller novel. Saline eye drops, multivitamins, pillows, a plunger, aspirin, blah, 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 blah. I mean, if I ever get sick, a lot of this stuff could be useful to me. But so far, you know, I've never needed heartburn medicine. Despite chugging like 2 jars of mayonnaise and a bunch of pork rinds. Alpha Male Quarterly. Sure. Sure. Yeah, another kitchen with the usual kitchen stuff. Duct tape. 299 duct tape. Hells to the yeah. Yep. Oh, bunch of preserved food here. We're running out of storage capacity though, so don't need to grab everything. Guns and ammo. Don't I have guns and ammo? Yes, I do. Guns and ammo. Winemaking for beginners. And capitalism. Oh. Monopoly. Right. Alright, we gotta drop something. We have to drop something. Boy. Most of this stuff I'm pretty happy with. Coffee? Bottle of coffee, I guess. I'll just... Oh, that didn't even do anything. But... the vermouth, I suppose. There we go. This is a vehicle. Oh, it's a children's tricycle. Tell me I can ride the... Oh my god, I can drive the tricycle. I'm riding the fucking tricycle. Look at this. Oh, right into the bed. Okay, can I grab it? I can grab it and just take it with me. Yes. The tricycle! So that's how you use like a shopping cart or something. You just grab it like this and then you drag it around with you and you can put stuff in it. But I don't think I can put stuff in the tricycle. No. The fuck? What was this? A house? No, this is some freaky deaky people under the stairs kind of shit or something. I don't know. Glamopolitan. Sure. And another locked door. Okay, that's fine. Another glow stick. You can always read by glow stick. And then this door, which is locked. Okay, I think we're good. Let's... No, don't do that. Oh, I can't take it out the window. Okay, that's fine. We'll open the door. Where's the door? There's the door. Oh, but it's... Oh, God. Alright, I gotta smash this. Oh, I didn't look in the basement. Jesus. There we go. Okay. I am gonna ride the tricycle, don't worry. We're gonna ride it to freedom. I just gotta get out of the woods. Okay, good. Let's ride it. Yeah, boy! Oh my god, I'm drained. I have no stamina. Because it's basically like sprinting the entire way home. This is a terrible device. Alright. I'm probably gonna disassemble this for the wheels. Jesus, that wasn't worth it. But in here, look at this. You can see I'm constructing my own cart. It's not much. Well, basically, I started constructing it to try and level up my mechanics, but it was not working. So, we are gonna have an actual cart, and maybe I could just turn it into a vehicle of like, with wheels that I could ride. I don't know. The problem is, you know, with your own power, you're better off just dragging it with wheels rather than trying to ride it. But we'll see. But then I discovered that I was an actual idiot with like the charcoal situation, because it's probably not in here. Oh, it is in here. So a charcoal kiln just requires hammering, digging, and 40 rocks. And you just make this, and you throw wood in it, and you get as much charcoal as you could ever dream. That's it, and that's how you get charcoal. And then you put the charcoal into the rock forge, and now we have a rock forge with 350 charges. And then over here, you put more charcoal into the smoking rack, and this smokes food. So now we can actually, like, hunt, kill some stuff, and then just smoke the meat to preserve it. So, yeah, it's coming together. It's all coming together now. I'm pretty excited. Let's dump off all our food that we got here. The pepper, coffee beans, coffee powder, salt, the brownies. Let's set up our coffee pot here. There we go. And we can activate the coffee pot, coffee maker, and we could make all sorts of stuff. Well, this is, you can heat up anything with it, but specifically we would want coffee powder. Doesn't sound right. That sounds like I just have hot coffee powder, which seems miserable. Coffee powder hot. Yeah, that's not. I think we want to actually make coffee. Stupid. But there you go. You can make coffee with water and put it in a cup. And then we can drink the hot, fresh coffee. I mean, he gets +6 joy out of it. I mean, we're overall pretty happy. We're in pain, sure, but overall pretty damn happy. What else? I got a lot of books. We got more books. We collect books. We collect books and bras, apparently. Then I have loads of copper wire, duct tape. We're making all sorts of shit. But I told you to turn this off. Oh, I have 2 coffee makers. Does that seem right? That's not right. I must have collected the coffee maker when I activated it. Yeah, okay. The glow sticks, which we can read by. Dump off those. The metal tongs. So now, the thing that we really need is the anvil. That's the thing we really need. So we have the clay crucible I made. I dug a big hole to get clay. We have the rock forge that has charges. All we need, though, is the frames. You can get these, I think, off vehicles. We can, like, disassemble vehicles, but our mechanic skill isn't high enough. Otherwise, you know, we can disassemble, like, all those air conditioners and things like, you know, I can just start taking apart anything that's metal over there and just dragging together this huge lump. But I kind of wanted to get the cart first to help with that. So, yeah, you can really build, like, any sort of vehicle you can imagine, because it's all just, like, this very free-form thing of just attaching frames together and then installing all sorts of stuff. You can install aisle curtains. I mean, you could make, like, a whole fucking train if you wanted, you know, if you had enough time and resources. And you can attach all sorts of stuff. Funnels and solar panels and spikes and guns and engines and turbines, and yeah, it's pretty cool. You can make boats. Yeah, so a mini reactor, that's pretty badass. And I love that they all have their own little symbol. As if you could just look at a vehicle and just look at the symbols and be like, oh, okay, I get it all. I understand everything. I mean, maybe some people have been playing this for years. Maybe they could. Yeah, tricycle wheels. We can get those. I don't think the tricycle will actually be of any use, but... wooden armor. So what do I need to make this a cart, a workable cart? Basically, we just need wheels. We need to attach this wheel to this thing. And, okay, now I can do this because I leveled up my mechanics. So we can attach the wheel. So now it's got a wheel on it. But we need to attach two of them in order to make it actually... Well, we can move it regardless. As you can see, I can just grab it and move it. But I don't know if it requires, like, more energy or... Because this is moderate activity to drag this. So we want another wheel, and I might be able to make one right now. Let's see... No, we need more nails. That is a problem. Here's some nails. Good, yeah. I mean, we're gonna have to just disassemble a lot of stuff to make everything we want, and that's how it works. But here's a banded cartwheel. So it's extra strong for wood. It's banded with metal. We can grab that, go over here, and install another wheel. Didn't seem like it did it. Why did you not want to do it? Install wheel. Install wheel. Oh, it's too dark. Duh. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. Good. So there you go. Now, I called it Mega Cart, even though it's clearly not. But it's still moderate activity, so I don't know what the difference was in putting on the wheels. Other than the fact that we could ride it if I put in a seat, I guess. But I don't know if it's important if I put in a seat. We do want to put in another storage bag. So if we go down and look for storage bag, I don't remember what that took. A canvas sack. Oh, yeah. Canvas sack. We need more plant fiber or thread. Thread's pretty abundant if we just disassemble these rags. These are filthy. But here I have 55. Takes an hour each time, which is annoying. Really time consuming to disassemble a rag into the threads. I guess that makes sense. Sack. Mm-hmm. And now we grab the sack. Go down here. And install storage bag. Alright, so now this thing has 30 liters of volume to store it, for storage. That's pretty good. Okay, so it has no steering. So that means you need to install controls. Yeah, controls. But not the, there was, oh, handles is what we would want, not controls. Here, hand paddles. Oh, that's with oars. No, there was something else that was actually just like handles. It might have been wood handles. Wooden wheel mount? No. Vehicle. There's just so much. You can put in a towel hanger if that interests you. Reins and tackle, that doesn't help us. Now it might not show up because it only shows up if you have an empty frame. Yeah, we might need to put in an empty frame. So it's a 3 thing that we can actually ride. So if we go over here to craft and we look up frame, you probably just want a wood frame. So we need more nails. I don't have enough nails. I don't know if there's anything I can disassemble that would give me nails. Nothing that I would really want to disassemble that would give me nails. Basically, these cupboards. I think I have to go back. Oh, no, never mind. The basement has loads of benches. Look at all these benches. My flashlight's running out. Yeah, your flashlights really burn through battery. It's not advised to use them for crafting and stuff. Alright, so nail, 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 plenty of planks there. Go up here. It's 11:42 p.m. I'm very hungry. But we can make the frame in 31 minutes. Okay, and then we can go down here. Go up here, install... no, not... How does that work? Oh, not that, not that. How does this... have the frame? I didn't, no, I didn't get the frame. Why didn't you grab the frame? Where's the frame? What? I put it in the cupboard. Oh, there it is. Right. Dumbass. Okay, so now we go here, install the wooden frame or the wooden handle. No, we want handles. Each one requires a frame, but the handle is its own thing. So there we go. Put in the handle. And now we can actually ride this. Oh no. We need something more? You can mount other items on top of it. Oh, I guess you need a seat. and foot pedals. Okay, we can probably get that off the tricycle. Both of them. I'm very hungry. It's getting late, but let me just poke out here to the tricycle and take a look. Remove saddle. I need a tool with bolt turning of 2 or more, and the foot pedals bolt turning of 2 or more. So I think I actually need like a wrench. And I don't think I can make that. I think we have to go in town and find like an actual like mechanic shop, a garage of some kind. Bolt turning. Yeah, so to make a wrench, I would need the anvil, a chiseling tool, and more steel. I mean, maybe eventually if I get the anvil, but the chisel... Can I make anything with chiseling? Metalworking chisel. Okay. No, I guess if we just get a bunch of steel, and I make the anvil, I can then make a chisel and a wrench. I don't even need the garage. So that's pretty cool. Alright. I'm probably gonna play a bit on my own here then. I'll try to avoid that main street with all the interesting enemies on it, because I'm sure you're gonna want to see that, because that's probably where I'll die. But, yeah, I mean, it's all working out pretty well. Pretty well. Eat some brownies before bed, that's always good. And turn off our flashlight, put on our blindfold, and hit the hay. Don't even set an alarm. Okay, he's having trouble falling asleep. Why is that? You're not tired enough? Didn't you get collided with some monster today? Oh, he's really tossing and turning. He finally fell asleep, but now, yeah, time's gonna fly by. Alright. So many books to read, too. Rapid feel, that's shotgunning. Shotgun knowledge. I mean, I do want shotgun knowledge, like every other human being on the planet, but... yeah, that'll take a while. And I don't know when I'll ever use a shotgun. But like I said, once you get really confident, you know sort of the situation, you know your capabilities, and you have ammunition, you do end up using guns, because there's just nothing... I mean, there's no greater destructive power than fucking gunpowder. So, yeah. I mean, we'll get to that. I hope. But for now, I'm gonna leave you off, and hopefully I am still alive when we come back. My name is Mangg. Gaming watching has been Cataclysm, Dark Days Ahead. See you fine folks in the next part.